I had a guy, and I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. It had gotten to the point because so many times people would raise their hand at me because they thought because I was articulate, you know, and I wanted to be a follower of Christ, that they were just going to just treat me like their crash dummy. And that just wasn't going to be the case. So I had this guy in high school, and God was really with me because after this incident, I actually they I should have been in jail, but I thank God for it. But the guy, we were playing basketball, and I was a very tough player when you played basketball. I was about in 12th grade, 11th grade, something like that. And we were up there playing basketball, and at my defense, I'm gonna put hands on you and stuff like this. You might catch a knee when you're trying to go by and drive or something like that. I'm physical. I'm physical. So the guy wants to get all up in my face. What, man? Hey, all this stuff like this, getting all up in my face, and throwing punches. And so my thing is, I'm not gonna let you hit me like that. It's not gonna happen. So he started throwing his little shadow punches. And before he knew it, he was up in the air, and I dropped him. I dropped him on the floor, broke his collarbone. He had blood going out and stuff like that. I should have been arrested, but I thank God. I thank God for Principal Bell. I think his name was Principal Bell, Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell knew my dad, and he, knew what we were all about. He knew a lot of the struggles and challenges that I was having with folks, and thank God he did not, have me picked up or anything. I think I did get suspended for sure, but I did not go to jail, and I thank God for that. But I went through a lot of that, but I didn't just go through that with classmates and people on my street. I went through stuff with family members. I had challenges with teachers, you know, like for instance, I was not that child that, a lot of people talk about, oh, that was my favorite teacher. I had a favorite teacher. She was so good to me. She made a difference in my life. And it's all because of Miss Junifer. If it was not for Mrs. Junifer, Dr. Junifer, I would not be who I am today. That's not my story. That's not. I don't have that story. I didn't have no favorite teachers like that. I might have had favorite teachers that I like, but I did not have that type of relationship with my teachers. It just wasn't that type of story. And for the most part, like I said, a lot of teachers they they didn't like me, and it could have been a number of things and stuff like that, but that wasn't the case. So, like I said, teachers, I had people on my street, uh, family members that did not like who I was. They did not like my identity. They did not like my originality, who I was. And I can understand why a lot of people they back down and they are scared to be who they really are because they are afraid that they're going to be picked on. They're afraid that they're going to be mocked, that they're going to be, you know, criticized and scrutinized, picked on, beat up, fought. And so they say, well, you know what? If I can avoid all of that, I'm just going to be what they want me to be. But that wasn't me. That wasn't Kevin in there, Zachary. That wasn't on there. That wasn't me. And I thank God that He did not allow me, because of all of the stuff that I was exposed to be that. And this is why I can thank somebody like John and my stepdad, even though he was a slit smalt liquor bull, marijuana smoking, you know, drinking beer, exposing me to things that he shouldn't have, had me fighting as a little kid, all that stuff like that. Even though he did all of that, the things that he did do right, or that he didn't even know he was doing right. God took them like a metamorphosis and made them into things that were for my good. And I'm so, 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 so thankful for it that happened like that.
God bless you all. Remember, the real fight is over the quitting. And I will never, ever, ever, ever quit. God bless you.
As always, we are blessed to be a blessing, and our desire is that we have been a blessing to you. Peace.